Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dynapac Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2018 Dynapac CC5200 double drum vibratory roller. As always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, I'll get up close to everything, show you everything that I see, tell you everything that I know, then of course we'll fire it up, let you hear the engine, let you see and hear that it's vibrating good. Move it forward, backwards, turn it, show you all those functions working like they're supposed to. Sorry in advance, it's a little windy out here, so if the audio's off just a little bit, that's why. As always, if you are in the market for a used roller, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for machines find our videos and find our machines, and we truly, truly do appreciate that. All right, like I said, this was a 2018 CC5200 double drum vibratory roller. As you can see, it's OROPS, powered by the 135 horsepower Cummins Diesel engine, 77-inch drums, 2,600 pound operating weight, 6,764 hours. So here in a little bit we'll fire it up and you'll see that it runs good. Both drums are vibrating. As I get up close to them here, I've kind of walked around and looked, and I don't see any oil leaking out of any of the drums or any of the lines. All the drums are nice and dry around the bottom. On this one here, I'll try to get up close, as close as I can here to these rubber bushings. I don't know how well you guys can see them. There's a little bit of weather checking on all the on all those rubber bushings, but they all seem to be there. None of them are tore out, but they do have a little weather checking on them. Sorry, it's really hard with this camera setup to get any closer. So I'm just trying to show you there on the sides, but everything looks pretty good there. As far as the sheet metal goes, it is very straight. The white's pretty bright. The gray does have some fade too, as you can see here. But the sheet metal is nice and straight. Just some little nicks and chips and stuff in the paint here and there, some little scratches, nothing out of the ordinary. Like I said, it is pretty straight. A couple scuffs and scratches there. A little bit of paint chipped off down here at the bottom, but this door here is pretty straight. Come around and we'll open those up here in a little bit. Back here, everything looks good. Looking at this drum, again, the lines all seem to be dry. Motor seems to be dry. No oil laying down in the bottom of the drum. As you can see, there's some dust and dirt in some spots, but should have looked up close. The drums themselves look pretty good, so I have pretty good thickness. I don't see anything that looks out of the ordinary on the drums. Everything up here on this looks good. Radiator fins up there all look pretty good. Over here again, as you can see, some dust and dirt in some spots, but those lines all look dry there. Same thing here. I say it with any used machine. I'm sure if you go over it with a fine-tooth comb, there's going to be a seep or something somewhere, but everything seems to be pretty dry. I'm not seeing anything egregious or obvious. Again, all these bushings seem to be pretty good. There is some weather checking on them, like I said earlier. Everything's dry down here. Again, looking at this sheet metal there, just typical little chips and paint, nothing out of the ordinary there, pretty straight. Looking at the ROPS on this side, again, everything looks pretty good there. Some scuffs and scratches here. That's probably the only spot with a big spot with scratches and stuff. Steering cylinders seem to be pretty good. Nope, doesn't seem to have a lot of excessive play there. Just some paint chipped off and everything up here. Again, but that sheet metal's nice and straight. You know, nothing egregious or out of the ordinary there. All the lines up here. Again, everything seems to be pretty dry. No pool of oil or anything on the bottom of this drum. Kind of hard to get in there too close, but those bushings look decent on this one as well. Just a little weather checking, like I said. Everything looks pretty good up here. Just some chips in the paint up there, as you can see. Again, it is an 18 model, it's not brand new, but pretty darn straight. I already had these doors cracked open, so it's easier, it's kind of hard to open them with one hand. Like we said a little while ago, Cummins Diesel engine. As you can see there, a little dusty, but pretty dry. I don't see any oil or diesel running down anything. It's kind of hard, I can't get in too close here with this camera and the way this setup is, but a little bit you can see here the block. Nice and dry there. Don't see any oil or diesel running down the side of the block there. A little bit of paint chipped off there where that engine mount is, but everything looks pretty good. Back in there. Inside that door, some of this plastic's cracked a little bit there at those rivets. Go take a look inside over here. Where the pump and everything is. Batteries are over here. Kind of getting in close here. Like I said, I don't see anything with any major obvious leaks around all these valves. Everything seems to be pretty dry. I'm not seeing anything that's looks too wet or any obvious leaks. Inside of this door, everything looks pretty good here. Take a look at the operator station. Like I showed earlier, everything looks pretty good at the top of the ROPS. Nothing looks out of the ordinary there. Steps on both sides are pretty decent. That bottom one just smashed in just a little bit right there, but everything else looks pretty good. Looking at the seat, bottom cushion's got a little bit of a jag right there, probably about 2 inches long. Other than that, looks pretty good. Backrest has two little small spots back here. Other than that, looks pretty good. It's got a little spot right there where it's starting to get thin. Armrests are good on both sides. Everything down here, all your controls. Drive control, all your toggles, everything looks pretty good here. There. Your screen's pretty good. I don't see any cracks or anything in this screen. All these buttons look good. Top here, everything looks good down there. All right, like I said, it's a 2018 Dynapac CC5200, 6764 on the hours. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you. We'll fire it up, get right into an operational video.